Got our geese and turkeys in here in our up and coming food forest. Doing a little bit of weed eating and hopefully getting some good bugs. We have a variety of bunch of different berry bushes, some grapes. We have some citrus in here as well. Wildflower section is kind of hurting. Asparagus bed over here, and then we have some different fruit trees, some pawpaw trees. We've got some mulberry, apple. Again, the citrus, we've got some key lime, lemon, loquat, kumquat. So we're really looking forward to the years to come on what this area is going to produce. We do have some hazelnut. See how that grows here. Supposedly it is good for, we're in zone 8B. So we're looking forward to what this area can produce. We do have some cypress trees and some oak, some pine, giving us a overstory. So this is certainly not a full sun area, but it should give us a good overstory for these smaller fruit trees and of course bushes to hopefully thrive. But it's really good to see. It's good to see these birds out here. They are really loving eating this weeds and grass and stuff that they can find. And like I said, hopefully they're getting them a lot of bugs too. Obviously, won't leave them in here too long because we don't want them to massacre the stuff we are growing. This is kind of a neglect food forest situation. We've got wood chips and cardboard kind of acting as a mulch. It's not completely mulched everything out. We have some different perennial type weeds and things growing, but again, we're kind of going with the neglect. Just let it be. It's on the downside of where our manure from our donkey, as we pile it up there before bringing it to our compost bins. Certainly it makes its way down into the runoff, as well as what runs off from our duck yard, overflow from the duck pond, all feeds down in here. And of course, this being downhill, this is the lower side of our property. It does get a significant amount of rainwater runoff. Hopefully they don't start eating these asparagus plants too much. So that's the last thing we want them to do. Okay, don't eat that. Let's find something else to eat. That's a pineapple guava. I don't want that getting eaten. I have the goat herd over here nearby. Of course, they would love nothing more than to get in here and mow this down. This is a elderberry bush that I think has benefited the most from a lot of the runoff, because we have a few of them. We have a small one here, but this one here has grown quite large. And we have a couple others over here. Fortunately, our goji berry did not survive. We have a few muscadines that we're going to grow on this wire here. We're going to train them up. We've got one, you can see here, it's coming along the wire. These next few haven't, well, we got that one there, it's finally crested. So hopefully it'll start running down and get the benefit of having our own grapes. There are some blueberry, raspberry. We have a couple of thornless blackberries over here. We have one apple on our apple tree. This is a Pink Lady variety, if I'm not mistaken. So it is small and not pink yet. But I think this tree has only been here for about a year. Maybe coming into the second year. So obviously we weren't expecting a whole lot from it anyway. This is one of our pawpaw trees here. And we've got another one over there. That's Newton, our donkey. He'll be moving across the road with the cows when we transfer them over there. I've got to extend our fencing here so the goats can take advantage of this overgrown area, and as well as move them down into the bottom side of this and keep all this lake overgrowth at bay. But it'll make for good forage for them. We're also going to bring them across the road in a goat tractor, so we can get them out of this small confinement area. But we don't want any unregistered breeding happening, so they are here currently. But we do like moving them around on grass. Unfortunately, it's taking me a lot longer to get that field fenced in, so I've had an extended stay in this pen here, but we are getting very, very close to being able to make the move. You want to say hey, Newton? This is Newton. This is Oreo. And this is Grover. Hey, fellas. All right, well, I'm going to herd these birds up and get them back into their area. Looks like most of them have already found their way back, but move the rest up into there, let them, so I can get over across the street and continue on with that. I don't want to leave them in here unattended. Lord only knows what I would come back to.